Spazzy.
I'm bored.
It hasn't even started yet, dude.
I'm bored.
We got like what up? You guys ready for this graduation?
No.
You ready, Isaac? Ready, Spence?
No.
Dude, I look like terrible without a hat on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You get it? Today, we're going to do this.
Here we go. Are you ready? Hey, pound it, bro. There you go, Satch. Like satchel. Sash.
But whatever. My mom's listening. She just texted me that she's enjoying the show, so thank you, Mom, for listening. And she also texted me this thing, live life like a lab. I'm not sure if that was a typo or not, but if it was, I'm sorry. But yeah, do you guys have any pets, like any dogs or anything?
I used to have a dog.
I have 3 dogs.
Yeah, well, if you're familiar with dogs and you know that they're just like really happy and outgoing like all the time.
They are.
Like,
yes.
I wish I could be like that, just like insanely happy all the time. And
so why did you say? I gotta ask. Why live life like a lab? You want to explain it a little bit?
I'm gonna just live life happy and live life to the fullest, I guess.
I like that.
Yeah, and like,
I feel you.
yeah, like in my second life, like I'd love to be like a yellow lab or something, just like roaming around.
It's like
I also want to thank DJ Sash for being on my show for one last time, and Mark.
You're welcome, bro. It's always an honor.
And
no problem, man. Anytime, text me. I'll get in the car and fly down here as fast as possible.
And I do appreciate you doing that today. I really do.
No problem.
I mean, this is my last show of the semester, for this semester. It's sad to see it go, but the summer's coming and I gotta get busy for the summer, you know?
Yep.
I mean,
It's crazy.
And my career's hopefully taking off soon, I hope. All my DJ, my fans who believe me as a DJ as well, I really want to say thank you to all you guys. And my brothers, you know, like Power, Vinny, JD, Chris, all you guys. I want to say thank you for believing in all of us. I really do appreciate it. Do you guys have any shout-outs for anything? Or?
Go.
Yeah, thanks again for my mom for listening, and thank you to both my parents for listening, because you guys both listened, and I really appreciate you just joining me on this long journey of mine and listening to all my shows. I appreciate you guys' dedication and how you guys just believed in me, and I never thought I'd be doing anything remotely close to this, and I'm just really honored that I was able to do this stuff, and yeah, it's been awesome.
I mean, if it wasn't for the screen, I think you probably wouldn't have, we helped you a long way, you know that, right?
Well, I put in the screen before you.
No, thanks.
I'm just
That's okay, it's okay.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But, do me a favor, when you become, all rich and famous off of music money, don't forget us little people.
Right. Be like Floyd Mayweather. Drop some money with him. Drop some money. Give me, a few $1 million.
He's already mooching off me already, you know? I'm being rich yet.
I'm giving you so much luck today, brother, Connor. I hope this interview, you'll get the job, this internship, or whatever you're doing.
Thanks. But, do you have anything to say, Satch?
Well, I have to say,
dreams.
Wow. Well, first I want to say I'm one of those kids that's graduating, and I'm gonna be honest. It's really gonna hit me hard that I'm leaving this place, and you and Miss Green, and just everybody. Like, you guys just have helped me. Like, you remember me when I first came here. I was really shy and didn't talk that much, but
when you hit that mic, you burst out of your bubble quickly.
Yeah, now look at me. Now I can't stop talking.
Exactly.
Satch, I know you don't know me that well, but after graduation, I want a picture with you and me, alright?
Alright, yeah, no problem.
Problem?
Yeah, you should.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, you should give me your number too, if you could.
Alright, I'm down.
But anyways, back to dreams.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, always. I know this is gonna sound really cheesy, but you should always follow your dreams, because I mean, look at me. I followed mine, and I got a steady job this summer. I'm going to a bunch of awesome concerts. I mean, it's for once in my life, I'm actually looking forward to the future and what it has to offer. I mean, I'm going to be living in Boston.
That's awesome.
In the fall. I mean, yeah, it just opens up a door to so many like opportunities,
Huh?
and like you just gotta. It makes you think. You just gotta live life to the fullest, and like, cause you never know what might happen,
Yep.
Like if you don't take those chances and stuff. So I mean, yeah, just to everyone who's listening, to any Project 4 people or any Cape Cod community people or just anyone in general, just keep on pushing, keeping on, do what you do and follow your dreams.
You are.
Walt Disney once said, keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Yes, that's his phrase. He always said, keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward.
You have speeches, dude. You're really good at speeches, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
My dream.
This occasion, but honestly, it's more of a guideline at this point. So, I figured if I ever went off script, I hope you guys won't mind and would bear with me. So, thank you. I'd like to start off the speech with some song lyrics. I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning. These lyrics come from the song The Reason by the alternative rock band Hoobisting. I chose to perform this song on the drums at my school's variety show last year. I chose this song because I felt like I connected to it. In the lyrics, the song describes that special someone or something or that reason that motivates you to want to change and become a better person. But I'll get into all that soon. Hello, President Cox, Mr. Daly, Miss Clark, Miss Story, faculty, parents, distinguished guests, and Project 4 class of 2018 graduates. What's up, guys? Welcome to this hectic day that we call graduation, or as I like to call it, freedom. Just kidding. My name is Clay Robin, or Satch, as most people call me, and I have a disability. Wait, scratch that. That's a pretty bad introduction. Can you imagine going up to someone and introducing yourself like that? I mean, it's not like I'm wearing a sign on my chest describing my impairment. Now, that would be strange. But yes, I do have a disability. I've never understood that word. I mean, we all have things that we struggle with. I mean, I could go on and on listing things that I'm not good at, but we'd be here for days, and I don't want to bore you guys if I'm not boring you enough already. My disability is called cerebral palsy, and I feel like I have to bring this up because, one, it's an awesome show, and if you haven't seen already, there's something wrong with you, but also because, well, for any of you who have heard the show Breaking Bad, you know what I'm talking about. One of the main characters, Walter Jr., suffers from it, from cerebral palsy, but in his case, it's a lot worse. His speech is slurred, and he walks around with a walker, and if you look very closely, you'll see that I don't. But actually, when I was much younger, I actually used to use a walker very briefly, and also when a few years ago I had to constantly wear a brace because I I suffered from scoliosis, but that's a story for another time. But anyway, if you have Netflix and you have the time, I highly recommend binge watching Breaking Bad because it's an awesome show. Alright, now where was I? All my life I've struggled to fit in. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. I've never been the most talkative person. I've never been good in social situations. I've never been the guy who starts conversations with others. I've always been the shy kid, the kid who rarely raises his hand in class, who prefers to sit alone at lunch. The kid who hates going to school dances, or any school event really, let's be real, and socializing. That's where people like me go to die. But to make things short, I've just never been that good at talking to people. When I was younger, I moved around a lot. My dad's job required it. I was born in Pennsylvania. I lived in New Jersey and Virginia, among other places. I attended many different schools too, so transitioning was always a harsh reality for me. After a while, we finally settled in a little place called Sherborn, Massachusetts. There, I attended Pine Hill School for my elementary years. I made some unforgettable friends that year, but yet when it came time for recess and things like that, I still felt left out. Then came middle school. That was tough. I was going to an entirely new school, Dover Sherborn, and I was really having trouble fitting in. This school combined Sherborn and Dover kids, so as you can probably tell, it was hard for me to fit in. I spent most of my time there trying to impress the wrong crowd and trying to fit in with kids I normally wouldn't associate with. But I couldn't help it. I guess I just wanted to be perceived as that cool kid that everyone liked, but instead I just ended up coming across as a weirdo. I did lots of weird stuff. I even climbed into a band locker once. Don't ask why. But anyway, that's all behind me. Anyway, my parents could obviously see that wasn't working, so they immediately pulled me out of the public school setting, and I was placed into a private school environment. My first stop was a little place called Learning Prep School. Oh, Learning Prep. The name still strikes fear into my heart. Just kidding. It turned out to be a great experience for me, but when I first stepped foot in there, obviously I was a bit frightened. All new kids to get to know and all new teachers, but eventually I was able to learn my way around, as well as make some awesome friends. I even had my first girlfriend when I was there, but I won't go into that either. Since graduation though, sadly, I don't really keep in touch with that many people from there. I don't know, I guess people just move on. After graduation, I felt like I could conquer the world, and then I was popped into another program, a place by the name of Riverview School. I wonder what that is. Yes, Riverview. That name might sound familiar to some, and I'll admit it, I wasn't that psyched to go there. It was my parents' idea. The first time I saw the place, I wasn't for it at all. Honestly, I was a bit conceited, and I thought I was too high-functioning, and that this place was just full of lower-functioning kids. I didn't want to associate myself with that. I know I'm a horrible person. But then I met someone who changed my mind a bit. You guys might know him. His name is Caleb. Yeah, hi Caleb. How you doing? I was his shadow when I came to Riverview during my senior year, and honestly, I don't think anyone else could have made me feel more welcome. His infectious, happy attitude got to me instantly. Also, we ended up bonding over our mutual love for the band Blink-182, which helped. So, thank you for that, Caleb. I love you, brother. didn't say that. Yeah, you owe me $20 later, buddy.
What?
I'm kidding. We're roommates, so he'll probably be eating with me after the or even try. And the following year, we ended up being dorm mates, and this year, I had the pleasure of being his roommate. Those were both fun experiences, for the most part. Last year, when we were dorm mates, I also got to meet another person that I will probably never forget, Miss Fernandez. She was awesome. I loved having her as a dorm staff. She was the best. She was always there for me whenever I was feeling down, and she even helped me start my own music club. Now that was awesome. I'm eternally grateful to her for that. But then sadly, she left because she had a baby. I know she had to leave, but I miss her a lot. I always think about her, and I don't think I'll ever forget her. I also want to thank someone else, my tutor at school, Mrs. Robzar. She helped me get into mainstream classes. Mainstream classes are a little bit different than Project 4 classes because they're just like regular college classes. And honestly, I felt like I needed a challenge. So with her help, I took the test that would decide if I should be placed in these classes, and I passed. I've since taken a bunch of classes and passed them all with flying colors. Of course, with a little goofing off in between. I want to thank her for sticking by my side through all the ups and downs, because trust me, there were a lot of ups and downs. Because, yeah. And this year, I've also got the privilege of taking mass communication with the lovely Miss Green. And, I really owe everything to Mrs. Green, because without her, I wouldn't even have the courage to be standing up here right now presenting this speech. Also, I'd like to thank her for giving me my DJ name, DJ Statch. I think it has a nice ring to it, don't you? I've even gotten some people to call me that now, which is great. And to Connor, DJ Styles, sorry. Thanks for being an awesome co-teacher and taking me under your wing, teaching me all I need to know about DJing and music, and blah, blah, blah. I'm King Connor for this. Thank you to everyone at 90.7 WKKL, West Barnstable Hyannis, the kids' commercial-free alternative. Music has always been a huge part of my life, and I never dreamed that I would get the chance to be playing the music I love through the airwaves to tons of people. Thank you to Mina and to my entire WKKL family. I love you guys. Thank you to any teachers I left out as well. And one last thank you to my dorm staff this year for putting up with me and Caleb's shenanigans. And to two dudes in particular who taught me this awesome new mantra that I now use all the time. Opportunity, motivation, success. What that means is that if and when you see an opportunity, you have to have the motivation to seize it and make it your own. And only then will you be successful. Thanks, guys. And also, thank you to all my staff for dealing with me and Caleb's rocket shenanigans. Yeah, I mentioned that. They call us Playlet. We're kind of a package deal. Also, one last thing that I feel like I should bring up, and then I'm done, I promise. This year, we lost a great friend who was very near and dear to our hearts. Sean, I know I didn't know you as well as I should have, and for that, I'm sorry. You were a great kid who was always there to put a smile on people's faces, and you were so caring to others. You will always be a part of not only me, but everyone in this room. Each of us will carry you in our hearts forever. I know that sounds incredibly cheesy, but it's true. And on that somber note, I'd like to wrap this up fun. Thank you to my two loving parents, who without them, I doubt I'd have made it this far. Thank you to my brother and sister. Thank you to my brother and sister. To my brother Jacob, you're a pain in the butt sometimes. Thank you to my two dogs, Max and Otis, who I miss more than anything right now. And I'm going to hug to death when I see them again. And thank you to everyone who has been there for me. Thanks for keeping this crazy dream of mine alive a little longer. I'd like to end this speech with a quote. It's another song lyric, surprise, surprise. It comes from the song Best of Me by the band The Starting Line. I feel like this line really encompasses this scriber in class. The line goes, we got older, but we're still young. We never grew out of this feeling that we won't give up. Thanks, guys. DJ Satch out.
Do something crazy. Cast it. What else do you want? Text it. That party last night was awfully crazy. I hope she waited.
President Cox, Mr. Daly, Miss Marks, Miss Story, teachers, families, honored guests, in the class of 2015. My name is Stephanie Polito, and I am a 22-year-old Project Forward student at Cape Cod Community College. This is my second year attending the program, and my concentration is hospitality. My instructor is Miss Densmore, and she has taught me the skills I will need to complete my hospitality training at the Cape Cod Hotel within the classroom. My disability is intellectual, and I have low muscle tone. I first recognized I was different from my peers when I was in the second grade. It took me longer to finish assignments than the rest of my classmates, and I was taken out of my mainstream classroom on the daily basis to work on my own pace with other students, facing similar challenges. I felt ashamed of myself because I could not keep up with my friends, and I knew my education would be different from theirs. My low muscle tone has played a major part in my life. People look at me and say things that were unkind. During that time, I also developed scoliosis and wore a brace to help correct my spine. I did not like wearing the brace because it made me look different. Since third grade, I went through many braces, eventually wore a nighttime brace. My family always spoke positively and supported me. I had accepted the fact I learned at my own pace. I may look like the average person, but my brain works differently than my peers. Sometimes I get nervous in my classroom because I always want to do my best, but I push through my nerves because I have grit. Having low muscle tone can be a struggle for me. It affects the way I walk and my ability to lift heavy objects. Sometimes when I see my friends doing certain activities that I'm not able to do, I feel stressed. Try to have a positive attitude when I am in these situations, and that seems to help. Even though I had two big challenges growing up, I had many friends who supported me. Having these challenges did not stop me from enjoying my younger life and fulfilling my dreams. When I am feeling left out, always remind myself that these things are only temporary and will not last forever. Having the strength to share my struggles helps others, people overcome their own challenges. While in Project Forward, it has been an honor to be chosen as a peer leader. Not because of my disability, but because of who I am. I am a person who is kind-hearted, positive, social, talented, and loyal. I know how it feels to be teased and looked down upon. I don't want students telling themselves they can't do something because of their disability. We can do anything when we put our minds to it. I am a fighter and never give up. This is why I am a peer leader. For almost 4 years, I have been working with Easter SEALs. I've given many speeches about self-advocating and the many challenges I faced. In 2013, I was nominated as an emergent leader. Last summer, I volunteered at an autism camp in New Hampshire and enjoyed it. Recently, I was asked to become a mentor to a younger woman in Easter SEAL's Thrive program for women. We met with this program in March to discuss our stories and struggles. I have always had my own path, and I am determined not to give up. I realize that what is right for my peers may not always be right for me. For an example, many students with learning disabilities have a harder time trying new things. This does not apply to me. I am always open to new adventures. Since I have attended Project Forward, my confidence has increased and I am able to get out of my comfort zone. The skills I have learned at Project Forward have made me a happy, strong, and independent young woman. Everyone has his or her path, and each of us should follow our own dreams. My dream is to be a strong, empowered woman who never gives up. When faced with obstacles, who has a good attitude and thinks positive when life gets difficult. I'm so grateful to have all the staff at Project Forward impact my life for the better. Without my professors and peers, I would not be the woman standing before you today. I believe that I will be independent as much as possible and bring joy and laughter to other people's lives. I will always be classy and happy as long as I maintain a good attitude. I would like to share a favorite quote with you. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. I know that my future is full of opportunities, which may have never been open to me without the support of my family, peers, teachers, and staff. In closing, I'd like to thank all of you for attending our Project Forward graduation of 2015. And I wish all of my fellow graduates congratulations on their achievements. Thank you.
WKKL, West Barnstable, Hyannis, Cape Cod's commercial-free alternative.
90.7 WKKL, the Cape's commercial-free alternative. And you're listening to me, DJ Styles, right here in the morning music show. Really quickly, I just want to mention to all the Project Forward students out there and review students, just as almost all of you know, all my listeners out there, some of my listeners and other listeners, we have had a passing. And the student's name was Sean Hazel. And this DJ Satch has something to say about that. So here you go. I leave with DJ Satch.
All right, thanks, DJ Styles. Dear Sean, I know I didn't know you that well, but I wish I did. You were a good guy with a great sense of humor. I know that you will forever be remembered by your friends, your family, and by everyone and anyone who had the pleasure of knowing you. I think the thing that I will miss the most about you is your selflessness. You always went out of your way to make others happy and feel good about themselves without expecting anything in return. I know that we'll meet again someday, but until then, fly high, buddy. You will always be in our hearts. This next song is for you, man. It's called See You Again by Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth right here on 90.7 WKKL, the Cape's commercial-free alternative. Rest easy, Sean.
Thank you very much. So, like he said, here is See You Again right here on 9.7 WKKL, the Cape commercial-free alternative. Here we go. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, the things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. I see you again. We've come a long way. Yeah, we came a long way from where we began. You know we started. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. I'll tell you. When I see you again. First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger with small. Turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you WKK.
Let's do this.
90.7 WK.
Sean.